Hey everybody, Adam Payne here. It's 10 a.m. in Japan, very, very hot weather outside, and this is going to be a video which is going to be a bit of a rant, and it's going to probably talk about a few things. And I don't like being negative, but I want to talk about stuff that's basically true and hopefully will just knock a few people, out of their comfort zone and just get them back into the real world. First thing I wanted to talk about is this nonsense that I see people talking about online, and it comes from people that are trying to make money online, and it comes from self-proclaimed mentors or people that are training people about how you should quit your job and you shouldn't have a plan B. I've seen 3 people this week, not in this group, but outside, saying, I've finally quit my job, I don't have a plan B, so this thing's got to work. Sorry, but that is completely the wrong mindset. And I've seen a couple of other people who are actual trainers saying that if you quit your job without a plan B, then you're going to have your back against the wall, so you are going to make it work. And again, it's the same kind of thing. It's rubbish, it's trash, it's a terrible, wrong mindset. When anybody comes, and this isn't for people that already had success online, this is people that are struggling or, have no success or limited success. When you come online, you want to make more money. Maybe you want to quit your job, and that's fine, that's perfect. But you shouldn't quit your job. That's the worst thing you can do, because your job helps you with your short-term goals, which is paying your bills, your rent, your mortgage, your food, your bills, and all that stuff. You've got to pay that stuff. You can't get around it. So you have to keep your day job or your night shift, whatever it is you do. You can't just quit. The only time that I think anybody should quit their job and move online is when they're ready to and when it's safe to. And by that I mean when you have, between 4 and 6 months cash saved up in the bank, so that you can actually afford to leave your job and survive for 4 to 6 months with the cash that you've got in your bank, and then plough every effort that you've got into your online business. You've got to have that kind of mindset. You can't have this romantic kind of mindset that you're just going to quit and everything's going to be fine, because a lot of the time, most of the time, it's not. Because if you've not got enough money in the bank from your day job, how are you suddenly going to become an entrepreneur online and make all this kind of cash? It doesn't make sense. So that's the first thing I wanted to say, is that if anybody's watching this video and thinking their dream is to quit their job, that's great. But please don't quit your job until you're in the right place financially. Secondly, I wanted to talk about the crap that comes into your inbox and my inbox every single day from people that probably you like, in a marketing sense. And it's just, how much rubbish can people create and then can people market to people and then proclaim to have their best interests at heart? I would go as far as to say that 95% of all information products, whether it's JVZoo, WSOs or anything else, is trash. It's rubbish. The reason is it's because it's marketed as a shortcut and it's overhyped. There are no shortcuts to being an entrepreneur or to having an online business. Sure, certain people do it quicker than others, and certain people get lucky and certain people have bad luck, but there are no shortcuts. You can't come online and make money without a website and without a list and without technical experience and without any of this. How are you going to do it? You need a website. You may not need to be a coder or a programmer, but if you don't have any knowledge about any of this stuff, then how are you going to have a long-term, consistent income? You need to have skills. You need to learn stuff. You need to have skills. You do need a website. And at some point, you are going to need an email subscriber list. And it is going to mean getting out your comfort zone. And it is going to mean, after your day job finishes, when the kids are in bed, for example, then open up your computer and working until 1 or 2 in the morning every single day until you almost go crazy. It might mean you do it in the mornings if you're not a night person, but there's a lot of work involved. It's hard work, and you do need to put in the work, you do need to put in the hours, and there are no shortcuts, there are no magic hacks, there are no loopholes, there are no tricks. But the amount of stuff that comes into your inbox, people say this is your shortcut to success, or they don't, but then you go to the sales page and they tell you how you can make all this money without a website and without this. It's rubbish, it's trash. And if you buy into that stuff, then you've got to wake up and stop buying into that stuff. Every time, and from now on, this is what I want everybody to do who's struggling or overwhelmed or confused. Every single time an email comes into your inbox, the very first thing you should say when that marketer, and including me, when that marketer tells you that this is a good product, the first thing you should say to yourself is, no, I'm not buying it. And then, with a clear head, do a little bit more research into the product, which is kind of why I do reviews as opposed to just sending people to a sales page. Do a bit more research and then ask yourself, is this product something that can help me with my current strategy? So at the time of me making this video, tonight I'm going to send out an email about a video marketing product which has a local marketing element. If you're not doing video marketing and you're not doing local video marketing, don't buy it. Because it's not going to help you, it's going to confuse you. If you're just building a business, Facebook is your main traffic source and you're trying to sell your own products on Facebook, this is not going to help you at all. So you've got to ask yourself, is that product, is it something that fits in with my current strategy? And I guarantee for a lot of people, if they take a step back and think about this for a sec without getting caught up in the hype, it'll be no a lot of the time. And sometimes it is, sometimes it is. So that's what I wanted to say, that every time you get an email into your inbox, your first automatic reaction just should be no, I'm not going to buy this. And then with a clear head, look at more detail to the product, but don't remember sales copy on sales pages. It's hype, okay? It's designed to get you to buy it. So just look at the product itself and ask yourself, is this something that fits in with my current strategy? If you're in SEO and you're trying to get local SEO clients and you think that this SEO product is good for you, whether it's a software or a tool or a training program, then maybe that's worth buying. If it's regarding video ranking and you do video ranking for yourself and for your clients, then maybe it's worth buying. But if it's something unrelated, don't buy it. Don't buy into the hype. Don't buy into these fake gurus that send you all these emails saying it's the last thing you'll ever need, and then 6 weeks later there's another thing that 6 days later there's something that comes in and that's now the last thing you ever need. I'm rambling a bit now, so I'm going to stop this video, but I just wanted to kind of get across a few points. Number one, do not quit your day job until you're ready. Number two, the most important word that you can ever say to stop overwhelm is no. Say no to stuff that comes to your inbox and then think about it logically, and if it fits in with your strategy, only then consider picking it up. I'm going to stop now. I've got stuff to do. Cheers. I'll see you later.